Alright, so this is going to be a quicker review than normal. This is Spectacular Spider-Man 313. And, yeah, this was good. One thing that sucks is this is the last Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. That's it. So we had the rough start, really good run with Chip Zdarsky when he finished, and he really did make some classic issues in that run. It was a great run. And I'm sad to see it end. But, good news, I just did find out about the series they're doing called, like, Spider-Man, like, Lifetime or something. So, the premise is basically Spider-Man becomes a hero in the 60s, and then they're going to literally tell it from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, they're going to age him up per decade, and they're going to tell, like, you know, him aging up and stuff. It's a really cool premise, and Zdarsky is writing it, so I'm really looking forward to that. Got her. I had to get her to turn around. But yeah, it's a cool premise, the idea. I like it. So they're going to age him up and pretty much, you know, to show him becoming an old man. I think that's an interesting idea. So I'm really looking forward to it, especially with Zdarsky writing the character. But this is Spider-Man tie-in. I think this is the third issue that has been. And this is really cool. The art was awesome. Really awesome. Oh, God. Let's see if that's any good. So, if you don't know what's going on, Moreland is back. And by the way, I give this issue a 4 because how cool it was. Like, you see, like, pretty much, like, Peter's, like, he's like a Rambo, which is really cool. The premise here is Moreland, we're at Spider-Geddon, and Moreland is taking on Spider-Man for the 4th time. And Peter has this idea, because they're in a zoo, to like load up on tranquilizers and take him down, which is an interesting idea. It was cool just to get this picture. It's really cool. This is how he's going to look in Spider-Geddon number 5. He does end up going over there at the end of this issue. That was kind of weak, the ending. I didn't care for that. If it hadn't been for that ending, I would have probably given it a 5. Because the action and everything that happens in this has been a fun 3 issues. So this has been 3 issues of him fighting Moreland, and they've been really good. This has been a fun little tie-in. You could have pretty much just read this tie-in and skipped Spider-Geddon. To be honest, you wouldn't need to read Spider-Geddon to have fun in this, and I like that. But the whole premise is he's trying to load up Moreland on tranquilizers to knock him out. That's his whole plan. And it's really cool. Like, you see him kind of hunting him for a little bit and taking him down, pumping him full of tranquilizers. And the police show up and they're fighting him, and he just takes him. And I think that him in the zoo shirt like really pulls it off. I like that. I generally thought that this was a really fun fight. But the whole thing was Jonah called those cops, and he had to get rid of them because, you know, he's like, I can't have the cops here, man. They're like getting in my way. And pretty much they give like this page here, them fighting, and he just jacks that thing in his eye. That was really cool. And, you know, Moreland's starting to get weaker because he's pumping him full of tranquilizers, and Peter's kind of flaunting in his face that he's pretty much just beaten him 4 times now. And Moreland just keeps slowing down. And eventually, he's looking for him. He comes out. He can't handle it anymore. Peter throws a cage down on him. The police that were there, they've changed their guns into tranquilizer guns, and they knock him down and knock him out. And I like how Peter kind of pretty much like flaunts in his face. What have I beaten you 4 times now? You just rush in and fight me with no prep. You're not even ready, and it just is always your downfall because you're a big egotistical punk. And it comes to an end with him passing out in his bed, but we don't get that because Spider-Gwen shows up, And he's finally going to be in Spider-Geddon. He's going to be in Spider-Geddon number 5. I would rather have him stayed out of it and passed out because it looks like Miles is going to take the win. I think he was better off just passing out at the end of this issue. But overall, like, I've enjoyed this run. This has been fun. Spectacular Spider-Man at many times, especially during Dan Slott's run. Once Zdarsky got his stride going, was the best Spider-Man book on the stands. It's sad to see it go because because Amazing Spider-Man is twice a month. This book came out once a month. You literally got 3 Spider-Man books a month that were pretty rock solid. And if you're a Spider-Man fan like I am, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. You were getting like a good deal there. You were getting 3 good books a month. This was at the time like one of my favorite comics that came out a month, especially when Zdarsky was writing it. So it's sad to see it go. I wish they would have kept it going, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, this is fun. I would recommend if you want like a fun story, you could read these and just skip Spider-Geddon. That would be fine. But either way, check it out. Check out the Patreon. Check out the Stream Me. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.